Nyla Massey. I am driving. One of my favorite things to do. I'm actually en route to go pick up my kid, but I wanted to come on because there was just notification that they are going to cut all U.S. domestic flights by 10%. One person said that is as many as 4,000 flights if the government continues to be closed after Friday. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's okay for the government shutdown to continue? And the fact that we have American citizens who are not making money being required to show up to work when our congressmen and women and senators are still getting paid, even though we don't have a balanced budget. Like, we literally have people at this stage who have gone over a month, almost a month and a half, without pay. And now, because they're going without pay, and our congressmen and women and senators are making money, but the people who serve us are not. And so because the people who serve us are being negatively impacted, now American citizens who fund the government because they're working or they're traveling for pleasure or they've already worked and paid their taxes, now you're telling them, well, we're going to cut the flights and we're going to make the airline companies refund you your money back because we don't have enough staff. Well, you don't have enough staff because you're not paying them. You didn't tell the people who have paid money already into the government, which is every American citizen with a job, regardless of their age, that we can't come up with a budget, we can come up with an agreement, so we just gonna cut flights. Well, how about you tell the people who are the congressmen and women, hey, guess what? You're not gonna get paid either. I think that's a good alternative to that, because it's people. What about that person who planned this trip? They've been planning this trip for 2 years, and now on Friday they can't go, or they didn't take out travel insurance. Is there some type of law that'll allow them to get their money back if they did a non-refundable trip? Because a lot of people don't take out insurance on their trips, even though I recommend it. But a lot of people don't take out insurance. So that couple who saved for their trip for 2 weeks, or a month or 2 years, they can't go on vacation because if they live out of one of those major cities that's listed, and we did post on our Instagram site the cities that are going to be impacted with the 10% reduction. So again, they are saying that approximately 4,000 flights will be canceled. Starting on Friday, they're going to go from 4% of the flights all the way up to 10%. If the U.S. government continues to shut down. I think that's not fair. I think that's not right. I think that the United States citizens, American citizens, we all work hard. All of us are working hard. The reason why we have a government is because one of our presidents, which I think is Lyndon Johnson? Woodrow Wilson. He was the one that implemented the tax system. He was the only one to have a doctorate to date, any of our presidents. So we've all paid into this system, and you can't come, and then we're paying congressmen and senators and women and senators to balance a budget, and they can't even balance the budget or come up with an approved budget. Like, I want to know the truth, and maybe I'm not watching it enough, but I want to know the truth. Why y'all can't come up with a balanced budget? That's unfair to that family. They never been on a vacation. I remember getting on a flight with somebody, and this was his first class flight. And he was so happy. He was really, and it was a domestic flight, but he was really happy. So imagine that family or that person, they've been planning for this trip their whole life, or they never gone on vacation, and then they get notified the day before, oh, your flight is canceled, or they don't have insurance, and so they can't get their money back. They have a non-refundable trip. It's kind of that organization, that hotel, or whatever it may be, to go ahead and say, hey, we understand what's going on with the U.S. government. You can reschedule. But how quick? Most companies don't make executive decisions like that quickly. a lot of times it takes a long time for an organization to come back to you and say, we'll work with you, don't worry about it. But I really hope during this time that companies choose that method. It is in their best interest, especially if they're customer centered, to say, hey, we're willing to work with you as an organization. As an individual. We know that this is a vacation that you plan. You know, you want to come to our country. You want to be with us. You want to be here. You want to relax. We're willing to work with you so that you can come at another time when you're able to get a flight. Just think about some other dates. Let's go into the future. Doesn't have to be this week. You also need to talk to your employer. Now, you didn't plan the vacation, but you can't go on vacation because your flight is canceled. So now you got to go back and say, hey, can I reschedule my time at a later time? You know, I'm pretty sure you're aware of what happened. Hello, everybody. I'm driving and talking. So if I don't say hi, my apologies. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have plenty of videos on there from all over the world. All of the videos are videos that I've personally taken. I've personally been to those locations. But right now I'm talking about the 10% of the flights that are going to be canceled starting on Friday. So again, there is a notice that said that they're going to ease it in between 4% to 10%. And 10%, someone gave a number, equates to 4,000 flights throughout the United States that will be canceled. I wonder how this is going to affect our small carrier, like our low budget carriers. Like, is Frontier going to cancel their flights? Is Spirit going to cancel theirs? Like, what does that look like for us? I hope this is not negatively impacting you in any way with the flights being canceled, but I do want to give you some advice. If you are notified that your flight will be canceled, again, you want to reach out to the organization that you're traveling with. So like whatever hotel you're staying at, whatever resort you're staying at, reach out to them. Ask for the general manager. This is when it's important to have a travel advisor or travel agent. People don't like to, go with travel advisors or travel agents, but during these times, this is when it's important to have a travel agent. This is why you need one, a travel advisor, because they can guide you they can take over. They can find the person you need to talk to. They can reach out to the person. They can reschedule your trip. So the only person you want to really reschedule your vacation with, if your flight gets canceled starting this Friday, is your boss. Or if you are the boss, you don't have to reschedule. You don't have to ask nobody else. You can just fill in where you were supposed to and pick another time that you and your family will go, or another time that you will go. So yes, again, hello everybody. If I didn't say hi to you, my apologies. I really appreciate you hopping on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk all things hospitality. So that's accommodations, tours, recreation, cruises, everything. I am located in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. And I am driving right now, but I wanted to come on and do a live because I do want to know how everybody is feeling, what's going on about these flights being canceled in the United States starting on Friday. They're going to cancel up to 10% of all flights, they said. And majority of them are coming out of major cities. I am in Cleveland. I did not see our airport. I did see Detroit. I did see Orlando. I know I have a trip planned to Orlando within the next several weeks. So I'm interested to know, and I'm on a low cost carrier, so I'm on a budget carrier going to Orlando. So I want to know if they're going to cancel my flight just because, because then I have to find alternative transportation because I'm actually going to a conference. So this is going to be very interesting on how this plays out. If you're being affected, if your flight is infected, comment on one of my videos that I publish. I think I'm going to publish some videos talking specifically about flights. So yeah, anybody, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk all things tour travel. So we are talking about the flights being canceled up to 44% starting on Friday, and they're going to go all the way up to 10% of the flights. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. My apologies in advance if I don't say hi, but I'm saying hi to you now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure, I guess you guys don't like this topic because normally we already have likes by now. But I guess this topic is like, we don't care about no flights. You don't care about any flights. You're like, we are not on no plane. Are you afraid to fly? Are you afraid to travel? I hope not. I hope you're not afraid to do any of this. That's how you get to meet people. That's how you get to see the world. I'm in the United States. I think the United States is very, very, very beautiful. I absolutely love it. I think there's something for everyone in the United States from all walks of life. I think that we have beaches, we have forests, we have national parks, we have just so much, so many different types of beaches. I always like to talk about Coronado because when I first went to Coronado Beach, it was gold. And that was in 2017. And every time I've gone since then, the beach has never been gold again. So I do like Coronado. I think Coronado is beautiful. A beach, I like Henderson State Park too in Florida, down by Destin. I think Destin is I've never seen a white sand beach as powdery white as Destin. And that is absolutely beautiful. If you've never been to Destin, I highly recommend it. My next beach in the United States, you know what? It's not even a beach. It's the water. I like the water in the Gulf. So taking a catamaran inside of the Gulf, going to the sandbanks down by Key West, I highly recommend that if you are a beach person. Those are some of the things. So two of the beaches that I like and that I'm like just waiting for them to be, like gold sand again is at Coronado Beach outside of San Diego. And then for white sand beach, I would definitely recommend going to Destin, Florida and going to Henderson State Park. You do have to pay per vehicle to get in. I believe it's per vehicle. I can't remember. It's been quite some time since we've gone. But we have gone consistently for the last 2 years. My family and we've gone to Key West. If you have never been to Key West, you need to put that on your list. Your list of to-do things. Like, I have to go to Key West if I don't do anything else. Absolutely beautiful. It reminds me a lot of Turks and Caicos, especially when you get a catamaran and you go inside. Customer service is excellent. I've stayed on different areas. I've stayed on the side that's facing the Atlantic Ocean. The breeze coming in is very cool and relaxing and calming. But I've also stayed up some ways. I stayed at the Perry Hotel, and that was a really nice stay. That is a newer development down there. I've driven from Miami to Key West, and I've also flown into Key West. I did like the drive experience because that was something I've always wanted to do, and you get to see the country. And we stopped at the Everglades, so the Everglades National Park. My family and we stopped there. I've also done a tour inside of the Everglades when I was on a cruise ship. I was on I think it was Virgin. It was Virgin or Royal. No, Norwegian. I was on Norwegian, and I did an after cruise tour inside of the Everglades. So I would recommend that too. But our flights are going to start getting canceled in the United States coming up this week. What are your thoughts on that? Are you okay with that? What are your thoughts? Do you think that's right? Not right? Well, what do you think? Okay, so I've been on here almost 50 nothing. One flight is not canceled, especially if this is your anniversary, your first time on a flight, your first time on vacation. I honestly pray that you will have you really have a great experience, and this will not negatively impact you, and that you will be, it'll be a memorable time for you. So with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead. So hello. I know somebody's in here. So I am the face of Glistening July. So I wish you a wonderful time on vacation, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I want to say thank you in advance to everyone who did subscribe. I appreciate you. This is one of my dreams, to be a travel correspondent. Ever since I saw Samantha Brown many years on the Travel Channel, I was like, oh my goodness, that's the coolest job. She gets to go to all of these hotels and go behind the scenes and see what it's like to travel. I mean, give people recommendations, talk about experiences. So that was one of the reasons why I started this, was because I wanted to do that. And so out of everything that I do, this is my favorite thing. I would do it even if I wasn't paid, because I really enjoy it. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy trying new foods. I enjoy getting lost, even though it happens frequently because I don't plan, but I do enjoy getting lost. And just being able to tell somebody, no, you don't turn left, you got to turn right. And you look at this sign right here so you don't get lost. Those are the things that I really enjoy doing. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if it's evening, I hope you have a great evening. Make sure you subscribe. Nobody's liked it. So this topic I won't talk about anymore because nobody's liked anything I said. All right, take care. Bye-bye.